Hi everybody and Happy New Year's. It's been a few days since I've been back, and Jamie is showing his head and his feet because he laid down. He looks like he's in one of those boxes where you got just your head and your feet stuck out and they cut you in half with a saw. Anyway, it's New Year's Eve, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing over the past few days because I had a little bit of rest and there's been a whole lot going on. But we're going to talk about the new year coming up, our forecast of what we want to happen, and how we plan to thrive in 2025. This video has been taken over segments over a few days, so things may be a little patchwork, but just stick with us. So I had recorded a bunch of little clips over the past few days, and you know, it's so amazing how time just flies by, and none of them seem to fit the video I'm making. So what's been going on since Christmas? So I was having, I had this brainstorm that I was going to get the office and the kitchen completely redone, which I have almost got that done. But I was having a little bit of trouble because I kept getting the shakes. And I had been to the doctor, but in the meantime, my doctor is leaving the clinic, so we have to get a new doctor. Well, that's no fun. So, and if you notice, Jamie's gone. He stays up all night, so he went to have a nap. So I know I need to have tests run. But the problem is now, for a little bit, my sugar was like spiking a little bit, like up to 170 or something. And now it's just bottomed out. And part of the thing is we changed our diet around to whole foods and really healthy. And we don't keep sugar in the house. We use monk fruit, and we don't buy desserts or anything like that. So I wasn't getting, and I've actually cut down on carbs. So not much pasta, not much potatoes or stuff like that. And I've got to where my blood sugar is just dropping, and I was getting this feeling like I can't go on. I can't move. I'm so tired. And so me and Jamie started checking my blood sugars, and they were like really, really just dropping. And if I ate something, like say I ate a high protein meal, like I had a piece of sausage and some eggs, or beef or something like that, it would just drop faster. So I've had to add carbohydrates back to my diet. And Joe had been actually complaining of feeling bad too, and I got to thinking about it, so I started testing him, and his blood sugar is mirroring mine. It's really running low, and I know blood glucose levels are healthy, but you got to be able to move around, right? So I've upped all mine and Joe's carbohydrates. That makes it difficult because Jamie can't hardly eat any. His body weight and his diabetes is no matter what we do, it stays out of control. So we're still working on that, but I've had to add carbs to our diet. I'm trying to eat complex carbs like beans and things like that, but so it hindered me a little bit because I would just get the shakes and I'd have to go lay down, and at first I didn't know what was going on, and now I know what's going on. So when we get a new doctor, I'll get it all pinned down. That won't be till after the first of the year. And speaking of after the first of the year, we are creating our short list as I speak, and that means that after tomorrow we are going to make the first step toward each of the things that we have down on the list. And I'm going to show in this video the work that I've done on the office. Now you can see things are slightly different if you look in the back here. I look like I got like really like some sad baggies under my eyes, but I feel pretty good. Don't have the shakes right now, so yeah, we're planning on doing the short list, and we're gonna write all of the things we've been talking about down tonight. It's not like a long thing, but we took this time off from Christmas to New Year's to kind of just take a break and rest up and get our head straight, and I'm all ready for the new year. And I not only have got the year planned out, like a forecast of more or less what we're going to do, but I plan to thrive in 2025. That's almost a rhyme, not quite. I plan to thrive in 2025. Does that rhyme? Tell me in the comments if it rhymes. So but in this video, I'm going to show you what I've done to the office, show you me doing some of the work, and I've almost got the kitchen done as well, so I will do an update on that. But it kind of held me up a little bit because tomorrow's the 1st and I haven't got the house done, and I still have to do 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, and the hallway to completely redo everything. No, it's not fancy. It's not going to be fancy, but it is a great workspace. We've got the office all set up where we can just work business, because our focus after tonight is going to be on business, and because we have to get those income streams going before we can move from here. So that's what we're going to be doing, hot and heavy, after the 1st of the year. So I'm going to be talking over some of this video. So if you just stick with me, we'll roll tape. Okay, so I'm going to do a little talk over while this segment of the video was when I first started moving the furniture around, and you'll see in the next clip how that I've turned this part of the desk that's made out of a door, and it actually has some of my paintings turned upside down on it to make it level. But I turn it into an L shape, and it makes it a lot more space to work because we can work from both sides of it. So it's a temporary desk. And at this point, I've already got that done, and I'm just cleaning and tidying up. But if you've watched any of my videos from before, you realize there was a whole lot more stuff in here. So I went through and decluttered and got rid of like 4 garbage bags full of stuff. Because when we first came, we didn't have anything. So like every little box and every little piece of paper and everything that we had, we saved, because we didn't have money to buy dish soap, much less, anything else. So if we got a hold of a little screw, you'll notice that we got these little haunted house tags on this chair. The chair came out of the storage unit, and we've just thrown towels and stuff over it. I've never cut those off. I literally have done as little as possible to this house because I didn't want to stay here from the time we drove through this town. I didn't want to stay, but it's just because I'm not used to the desert. And I will tell you that the people are sweet. The sweetest people you're ever going to want to be around. And without being here, we would never have made the advantage that we've got, and we want to make sure that we're financially and every other way secure before we do leave here. So I've been scrubbing off the filing cabinets and the desk here, and my poor little doodle, that was Rhonda. And so I'm cleaning the desks, and look how messy that was. It had a filing cabinet and a printer next to it, so I didn't get to clean that for a long time. I think I see a cobweb there at the bottom. I don't know if I got that or not. I'll have to check. But anyway, so we cleaned all this up. Our doggy's running everywhere. And I'm getting ready to scrub the floor. This floor, the whole trailer is mostly just the plywood that's been left down, and then they painted it over with a little bit of paint, and then it's worn off. But I literally just have to scrub it with a scrub brush or this little thing that I use. And I use mop water, but I also use like cleaner and Comet. It didn't make it look any better, but at least in my mind I know it's clean. And so I scrub it, and then after I scrub it, then I go through and use the mop to rinse. I don't think I got any video of rinsing the mop, but but yeah, this is me cleaning everything up, and it's really quite tidy. And like I said, I'll do an update on the kitchen later, because it looks really good too, actually. So here I'm just giving you a little once over. Those boxes are full of papers that have to be either discarded or filed. While it's shabby, I know it's clean, and this is my little noogie. He's always... I'll explain one day why he has to wear diapers in the house, but maybe I could just give you a quick update. He was like really traumatized, and he cannot be trained not to mark. At least we haven't been able to yet. I do let him out sometimes, but it doesn't matter how many times he goes out, he still wants to pee on everything, so he has to wear little diapies. But he didn't mind. He thinks it's getting extra attention when I change his diaper. But he's a little traumatized baby. But as you can see, it looks really good, and I'm really happy with it because it's clean, and we're all set up to create businesses and income streams, and I'm so excited. So it's ended up being quite the quiet and calm New Year's Eve here. We have neighbors in the back, the ones that have the goats and the chickens and stuff, and anyway, they usually have parties. Now they're a little bit loud with their music, but they have a bunch of kids, and they're all just having fun, and it's not like a rowdy bad, they're really sweet people. But I was expecting them to have a party because they cleaned up their yard today, and I was just expecting to have a lot of going on till late at night. But some of their relatives are moving in the trailer on the other side of us, and they're moving in tonight. I saw they had their lights on, and it's always exciting to see people get a house of their own, is it not? So they've been waiting for a very long time because they are relatives of people that, the people in the back. And so they've just got their house, and then there's a house across the street, or a trailer, of course, that's empty. And the people that are moving into it have lived with their brother, I think it is, in the trailer up, and they're all just really nice, hardworking people. So I was praying that we'd get good neighbors, and we did get good neighbors. So I'm really quite excited about it. But I love to see people, they don't have their curtains up yet, and the lights are on, and they're moving all their stuff in. And I remember when we came, we had nothing. We just literally walked out of the truck into here. But to be able to move into a house with a roof over your head and turn the lights on, which it took us a couple of months to get the heat and the lights and everything on. It was quite the task. But, it excites me for them. And I see here they've got little kids. It must be just wonderful for them to be able, even if it's just a little old trailer, having a home is so important. And it's so scary, the thoughts of not having a home. So, anyway, going forward, so the income that I have right now can be transferred to another state, but it's going to take like 6 months or however long to get that set up. And Noogie's whining. He always wants attention when I'm videotaping. And I have online income resources that I'm going to try to really work on. Part of that is YouTube, so I'm going to be really enhancing everything that I can do on YouTube, and affiliate marketing and book sales and whatever else I can do online. And then there are 2 other income streams that we are working on. But anyway, we've got to get some of those going because I will lose my present income for 6 months or so. And so we just have to really get busy and spend a lot of time working. Plus, we still have doctor's appointments. We have specialists to go to, a lot of things that have to be addressed. Our progress on therapy has been so amazing that we're just doing really, really good, and almost shockingly so. Our therapist is very, very pleased at our stability and our emotional regulation and how we're managing and how we're prospering and everything. She's really happy about it, and so we're doing really, really good. I can see the end of the tunnel. It's like just a little light at the end of the tunnel, but I can see that we are making such good progress. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's not as long as some of my videos. I'm going to try to start making them shorter, and I'm going to start trying to do videos like 3 times a week. But if you'll bear with me, I'll get a schedule, and I'll have more social media so that you'll be able to see more of what's going on. Hopefully, I'll get my Instagram going. It's been down for a bit, and some other things going to go along with it. But I want to say Happy New Year's for 2025, and I hope that you thrive. I hope that you thrive in 2025. And I'll see you later on the next video.